It's a good day, guys, and one tough project ahead of us. This is what we're looking at, guys. This two-story chimney comes down. All of this rock, concrete mesh, about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of material coming out by hand. Well, you can see we tarp it, but by the end of the day, we find out that that was pretty much useless. So Frankie and Alex decide that they're going to start at the bottom and work their way up toward the top. Frankie and Alex take first rounds at demo. Sam and I are on cleanup. I built this beast about 12 years ago. And when I built it, I used concrete rocks. So those aren't real rocks, they're concrete. But to create the illusion that everything was real, every now and then I'd stick real rocks in there. And this whole thing got pretty heavy pretty fast. So then we had an ant infestation that basically took out my front porch, and I've made a video on it, and it's a pretty cool video. It's coming out, and after seeing what the ants did to my front porch, I got worried about this chimney, and I wanted to just see how things were holding up behind it.
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree.
The stones are heavy, but that mesh mixed in with that concrete is really heavy as well. It's kind of surprising, and it's sharp. I would like to see Alex wearing his gloves.
Ooh, nice.
So once the rock is off the wall, it's still got to be hauled out of the house, into the skid steer, down behind the barn, and re-stockpiled. And that's what Sam and I are doing. That rock costs like $7-8 a square foot, so we're trying to save it. I'm not throwing that out, but the mesh, I am. That gets thrown to the side because, I don't know, you can't even use it as scrap. It's got concrete mixed in it.
The reason we're doing all this is because it's just too much weight on the foundation of the house.
Oh yeah, sagging.
So we're opting to go with, I mean, we probably have at least 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of just rock on the inside of the house, and we're going to switch that out and use a different kind of material that's going to probably weigh 200-300 pounds.
So I'm going to haul this rock back behind my barn and temporarily store it. I might sell them on Craigslist, or worst case scenario, recycle them like this can. Even though the backs of the rocks do have concrete on them, you can still reuse them. There's no way Sam and I can keep up with Alex and Frankie inside the house, but we're gonna give it a shot. And of course, any OSHA violations you see in this video are all computer generated. I don't like Frankie's scaffolding system.
Keep going.
Frankie.
Yeah, keep going. Oh wait.
Now you can start to see where that plastic is pretty much useless.
Oh, damn. Ooh, a lawnmower, eh?
4-bay battery system. Nice.
Oh, that's why they sent you those 4 batteries, huh?
Yeah.
Not just feeling generous.
This is this backpack system we gotta test out.
Oh, cool.
So we gotta make a video. You can see.
Like the Combi system, or?
Yeah, that's Nikita's version.
Oh, that's cool.
So here it is.
Oh, nice.
And you just
4 batteries. Oh, that is really light too. That is really light.
As much as I'd like to play with that lawnmower, Alex and Frankie are getting ahead of us inside the house. You know, it looks easy sped up like that, but check this out in real time. Now they've got to do that hundreds of times, and then they got to cut out all of that mesh, which is screwed and cemented into the wall beneath it. Even Frankie admitted he was sore after this day. That happens like 3 times a year. As they continue to knock the rocks down, Sam and I switch to buckets to carry everything out. I can't even tell you how many buckets we carried down. We'd either take, it seemed like it was easier to take 2 at a time. I don't know. Sometimes that got heavy though. As they work their way up toward the top of the chimney, the phone call comes in that the new materials have finally arrived. And while I'm on the phone with the guy, he's like, hey, I just want to cancel this order. And I look outside and I'm like, yeah, he wants to cancel because it's raining out. And I'm like, no, you're not. So I have to run out there and catch him. And you'll see him driving away as I'm chasing him down in the skid loader. He told me here he is driving backward. So I caught him. He told me he didn't want to do the delivery because was pouring rain off and on, and this is a big bulky thing. He didn't know I had a skid loader. He thought he was going to have to hand unload this. So, oh well. that little orange jack thing, it wouldn't touch this load. It was just too off balance. It's not heavy, it's just bulky. So this is artificial rock underneath this tarp, and it's actually made out of truck bed liner. There's a dude down in Texas at Universal Rocks. His name is Stu. He's this crazy artist guy, and he goes out like into deserts around natural rock formations, and he actually forms molds off from real rocks. Then he brings that mold back, and he actually creates these. They're amazing, and they're super light and durable as all get out. Like, you can take a knife and scratch it on the surface of this stuff and it doesn't mar it. It's amazing. We're going to show you the installation on the next video, but before that happens, we still got to get all of this stuff off the wall.
I was gonna get this little one here. The little ones are actual rocks.
So Sam and I are doing the best we can to stay ahead of Frankie and Alex, and at this point, we're bucketing the stuff down the hallway, down the steps, out into the skid loader, so we're getting behind. So I'm outside and I hear Frankie ask for a hand. And when Frankie asks you with help for something, you run. And this is what I see as I'm running up the steps. Run, dear monkey, run.
There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
It's getting late in the day, and our goal is to get all of this material down and off. So while Frankie and I concentrate on the removals, Sam begins on the cleanup. Some of you guys have asked for a little bit more information, backstory on Frankie. He's 59 years old, and we actually met. He lives in Rutledge, Minnesota. And I have a cabin up in Rutledge, Minnesota, and we met a long, long time ago and just hit it off, man. Just kind of like same old school, old country boy mentality. Just head down, work, get it done, son. With the last bits of demo behind us, I can jump into the cleanup with Sam. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys come back because we are going to be finishing this video up, this project up, and showing you guys every step of the way just like we did today. And the materials we're going to be using in the next video are absolutely my favorite. Amazing stuff. God bless. Go get him, you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Pretty much. Yep.
That's the same stuff.
Same stuff.
Yeah. We can take
Well,
that
we can fix
Frankenstein
it.
one off.
We can take some of that.
We can take the Frankenstein one off.
You know, with all the screws in it.
It's like,
I was wondering
I had
what's
nothing
going
but
on.
pieces, man.
One screw
Yeah.
just into one piece only. I'm like, what's that screw there for?
Yeah, but once you cover them, you never see any of
It
that.
ain't ever gonna go in
the
it.
problem is,
Did he
he's
send a bunch
covering
of
it.
sand?
He's probably got it in
Oh.
there. I mean, we can make that.
Yeah.
I made it for the bathroom. I ran out halfway through. I went outside and grabbed sand and dirt. Literally, nobody knew the difference.
No.
Nobody.